This type of problem is asking, how much more of the limiter do I need? To be able to solve that problem, I have to first know who is the limiter. To do that, I have to solve my normal two-part stoichiometry problems because I've been given two things, 8.9 grams of iron metal and 20 moles of chlorine gas. So my first setup is I've been given 8.9 grams of iron. If I've been given grams of iron, that means I have to find the molar mass of iron. That would be 56 grams off of the periodic table is where I am finding the 56 grams for the molar mass. This is the coefficient of what I am trying to find, and I'm trying to find liters of solid iron, the coefficient of iron 3 chloride. It is the number 2. The coefficient of what I was given, it is the iron. That also is a 2. Then I have to figure out the units I'm wanting to solve it for. It asks me how many liters, which means I'm going to solve 22.4 liters, and that's over 1. The other setup that I'm going to do is for the 20 moles. To set up the problem for the 20 moles, it is 20 moles chlorine gas. If I've been given 20 moles, I have to put that over the conversion factor for moles, which is 1. The coefficient of what I am trying to find, solid iron 3 chloride. The coefficient is a 2. Over the coefficient of what I was given, the chlorine gas. That coefficient is a 3. I am still trying to find liters, so that's 22.4, and that is always a number 1 on the template. Do your calculations. In your calculator, now that cancels out because 2 over 2 is 1. I would put 8.9 times 22.4 divided by 56. That amount is 3.56 liters of FeCl3 can be made. Okay? This next problem would be 20 times 2 times 22.4 divided by 3. That amount is 298.67 liters of FeCl3 can be made. So to go back up to our original questions, how many liters of solid iron 3 chloride can be made? The answer, of course, is only 3.56. I can only make whichever one of these is the smaller amount. So 3.56 liters of FeCl3 can be made given those two quantities. Which reagent is in excess? Well, obviously the one that contributed to this. So I go back over to the start of that problem, and my answer for excess would be chlorine gas was in excess. Which reagent is the limiter? That's the one that stopped the equation from going any further past the 3.56. It was the 8.9 grams of iron. So solid iron is my limiter. Now I am able to set up the problem with how much more of the limiter do I need? I have to set up a find and a given. So for this last problem, what am I trying to find? I'm trying to find limiter given excess. In the third problem, when you're solving to find out either how much more do you need, like it says in this problem, or how much too much do you have, whichever one you're not finding is your given. So find the limiter given the excess. To be given the excess, I must have a number in order to plug that into the initial spot on the problem. So I have to know how much given excess I had. The excess that they gave me that was too much was 20. So the answer to that question of how much do I put there, that's 20 moles of chlorine gas is the excess. This is my new problem that I'm going to set up here on this last template. So I'm going to say I have 20 moles of chlorine gas. If they've given moles, that's over 1. What am I trying to find? The limiter. The limiter was iron. So what's the coefficient on the iron? 2. What was the coefficient of my given is chlorine? That's 3. And what am I going to solve it in? Well, I have to go back and look. It's asking me to find how much more of the limiter do I need. The limiter was given to me in grams. Therefore, to figure out how much more I need of that, I have to solve that in grams. So if I'm going to solve it for grams, I have to put molar mass. The molar mass of iron is 56. When I solve this problem, it's 20 times 2 times 56 divided by 3. That lets me know that I really needed 746.6 grams of Fe. That is how much I needed. They only gave me 8.9 grams of it. So to figure out how much more of the limiter I need, I have to take away the 8.9 grams that they gave me and find out that I need 737.3 more grams of the iron. How would I solve this problem for a check? All you have to do is take this new number, the 746, and put it in your problem in this location right here. So instead of 8.9, put 746.6 grams. If I had that many grams, and I take 746.6, multiply it by 22.4, and divide it by 56, I will get 298.67 liters. That would match with my other number that I had in my original problem, and therefore this problem would indicate no limiter or excess, because that is the goal, to have the right amount of each of the quantities to create an amount of the iron 3 chloride.